friends. Welcome to our meditation time. We are on a journey still through the Yoga Sutras. So as we settle in, just allow the body to get comfortable. Allow the eyes to close or the gaze to soften. And let's just each settle in. Just take a few breaths on your own. Just notice what's going on in your mind. Notice the sounds around you in the room. Just any distractions. Just make note of them. Give them just a little bit of attention and focus so that you're aware of them. And then bring your attention and your focus to your breath. And just watch that breath come in. And then watch it go out. And watch it come in. And watch it go out. Just use that witnessing of the breath in and out as your way to let the distractions go. Pay attention to the here and the now, the breathing in and the breathing out. And the last time that we were together, we were sitting with this Yoga Sutra 133 that's often called these 4 keys to the locks of figuring out how to calm our minds. And so I would invite you tonight just to notice as we are together, each time that your mind tries to move from the present moment. Each time that there's a fluctuation or an interruption, just notice it. Don't judge it. Just pay attention. Because I think it's important that we recognize where the fluctuations are, what the things are that distract each of us, because they're different from person to person. But the keys to calming those fluctuations are the same. And this Yoga Sutra says that these 4 keys have to do with our friendliness toward people. It has to do with our compassion toward people. It has to do with the joy that we feel when they experience good things. And it has to do with our evenness when maybe they're not so happy. And so each day in the coming days, we're going to sit with one of these keys and just practice first noticing the fluctuations. Notice where the distraction comes, the noise that catches your attention or the movement in the room or the fluctuation in your body, your emotions. Just notice that. And we're going to practice each of these keys to calming those disturbances. And when Patanjali wrote this, what he was saying is that oftentimes, even though the disturbance is within, it's internal in our mind, we tend to look out and kind of blame out there for whatever it is that goes on in here. So we watch a person's behavior. It causes a reaction from us. Our mind gets distracted. And so we kind of turn the blame toward that person and that thing. Or there's something in society or there's something in the news and it gets our attention and it leads us down a dark hole, and all of a sudden our mind is scattered and our attention is gone. And instead of looking internally to figure out the why or the how, we look at that thing that led us down that black hole. But these 4 keys, they have to do with us, which should make us feel empowered because it means we have full control over these disturbances, these interruptions in our head. And so today we'll sit with this first one. He talks about this idea of showing friendliness to all. In different spiritual teachings, sometimes this is called showing metta or showing loving kindness. But the word that Patanjali uses, it directly translates to just friendliness. He said you show friendliness to the ones that you love. You show friendliness to the ones that you don't even know. And you show friendliness to the ones who really get under your skin. So just think about that for a second. What would that look like? Being friendly to every human being. Not just in our outward appearance to the ones that cross our paths, but in the way that we think about them. in the opinions that we have of them, in the ways that we judge their behavior. And so don't think that this means that we will just overlook mistakes or overlook bad behavior and not have responsibility in our society. Those are all necessary. But what he says is we cannot let the actions of others continue to create disturbances in our mind, or else the peace that we work so hard to cultivate here in meditation, it will be so short-lived. And I think we'd all agree that we want it to persist. We want it to abide. And so we're going to explore this idea of friendliness, and we're going to do a form of what I would call a meta-meditation, but we're going to call it a friendliness meditation. And we're going to picture the folks that could potentially cause us to have these disturbances, these agitations in our mind. Sometimes it's even the ones we love the most. Something that they do or they say, we feel an emotional response and our mind goes in all the directions. And so what I would encourage you to do is I'm going to ask us each to picture someone along the way, and then we'll picture someone else and someone else. And as I say these words, these wishes that our heartfelt desire has, maybe you repeat them in your head. Maybe you repeat them out loud. Or maybe you just let my words just kind of sit and hold space. But these are not just empty words. They truly are our deepest heartfelt sentiment. Because the one thing that unites us in this path of meditation and this spiritual practice that we gather together and practice together, the one thing that makes it common for all of us is that we don't wish harm on anyone. The first practice of yoga is ahimsa, non-harming. And so you can't really practice meditation without understanding that. We don't wish harm to anyone, even the ones whose behaviors we can't quite understand. And so as I ask you to picture these people, I want you to dig deep into your heart. Let this be a heartfelt sentiment of friendliness. But I would also encourage you, watch your mind. As we picture these folks and as we say these wishes toward them, watch your reaction. It will show you something. There'll be pricks of your spirit. There'll be these little agitations. Just watch how you respond. Friendliness, loving kindness, a true expression of what is in our heart for all humanity. And so we'll start off with just our inner circle, our family, our closest friends, the people that we love the most. Just imagine that you're standing in a room and you're surrounded by them. See their faces. Almost like you're just kind of looking and pausing at each one. And then you look at the next. And for some, it may be a couple of people. For some of you, it's many more. See the faces of the people that you love the most. And let's wish them well. May you be happy. May you feel peace. May you be loved. And may you feel friendliness from my heart to yours. Just keep picturing their faces. The people that you love the most. May you be happy. May you feel peace. May you be loved. And may you feel friendliness from my heart to yours. And just continue to breathe. And I know that you believe these sentiments as you picture these people that matter so much to you. You truly wish each of these things toward them. Now I would invite you to picture people that you interact with but you don't really know. If you frequent a restaurant or a coffee shop very often, just see some of those folks' faces. If you have a certain teller at the bank that you see on a regular basis, or if you volunteer in an organization and there's just certain people that you see, but they're not really part of your inner circle. You don't really know their story. For sometimes you don't even know their names, but see their faces. And we don't have to know their story. We don't have to have them in our closest circle to wish them well. So as you just hold their faces in your mind's eyes, just see them. May you be happy. May you feel peace. May you be loved. And may you feel friendliness from my heart to yours. Just continue to see their faces. You don't know how easy or hard their lives are. You don't know much about them. But again, see them. May you be happy. May you feel peace. May you be loved. And may you feel the friendliness from my heart to yours. Just continue to breathe. And notice how it makes you feel to wish these things to people that you don't even know. It is a privilege. But I also know for some it's a little different, maybe a little strange. But the more you practice it, it can feel as natural as wishing it to the people that you know and love the most. And now I would ask you, picture someone in your mind's eye that you're having struggles with. Not someone famous that you don't know, not someone in the news, truly someone that you know in your family, in your workplace, in your church, in your community, someone you know, that the relationship is just really prickly. It's hard. It's contentious sometimes, and you just can't figure out how to make it work. It's not about blaming, it's just recognizing this is a relationship that is just not as you would wish it to be. See that person's face. May you be happy. May you feel peace. May you be loved. And may you feel this friendliness from my heart to yours. And you just notice how it makes you feel to wish these things to that person. Someone that you've had conflict with that's maybe hurt you. Someone whose behaviors you just don't understand. Hold their face in your mind's eye, and again, may you be happy. May you feel peace. May you be loved. And may you feel this friendliness from my heart to yours. And then I'm going to ask us to do this one more time. And for some of you, this may be the most difficult one of all. More difficult even than that person that you are in conflict with. But no matter what side of the fence you land on, or if you even participate in the fence when it comes to our country, The idea is we are all united. Our addresses of our homes are all the United States. We may not agree with what happens on Pennsylvania Avenue, and we may not agree with policy, and honestly, we probably don't even understand it. But for right now, there is a person making decisions for our country. Some of these are decisions that you agree with, and some of these are decisions that you find reprehensible. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which side of the fence that you're on, because this practice teaches us non-harming. Every part of humanity deserves to feel peace. Every part of humanity deserves to feel love. And so I would invite us each to picture the face of the person that's leading this country right now. See his face. And as you see that face, listen to these words. May you be happy. May you feel peace. May you be loved. And may you feel this friendliness from my heart to yours. And just continue to breathe. Continue to see that face. That face that we look at often and all we see is anger. But honestly, none of us really quite understand where it's coming from, and it's not ours. It's not ours to understand. Because this meditation practice is for humanity. It's for humanity. So see his face just one more time. May you be happy. May you feel peace. May you be loved. And may you feel friendliness from my heart to yours. This practice really is one of the keys to calming the fluctuations of our mind. And it starts with our ability to send peace and loving kindness to every human being. And so I would first encourage us, and then I would challenge us to hold people up, to hold them up in the friendliness of heart, in the peace that we feel every day, and wish them well, all of them. So let's take a slow, deep breath in together. And then exhale, let it go. And one more breath in. And as you exhale, my wish for you is may you be happy. May you feel peace. May you be loved. And may you feel this authentic friendliness from my heart to yours. Namaste.